Hey you guys, I'm coming back to you with another video, and I want to address this to the parent who children ride public school transportation. I want to encourage you to check in on your children. Oftentimes we talk about things that are gonna help us transform and be divine, and that's all good. The reason why I say this is because I've noticed and have experienced that the drivers have enough on their plate trying to make sure they watch the road and make sure everything's in the back is okay, and just to keep your kids safe and sound and transport them to their destination safe, right? And let me tell you, and this is very serious. It's very serious. And I've noticed that a lot of bus drivers who drive public schools transportation, okay, are frustrated. They're doing their best, but a lot of them are frustrated trying to concentrate and transport children safely. The thing is this: for whatever reason, kids feel like the bus is a playground, being distracted, and usually they putting themselves, their fellow busmates, and the driver all lives in danger when they hang out the windows, when they saying things to people passing by on the street or in the cars. Everybody do not play silly games, and some people are not right in their mind based on experience or whatever, and some people don't care if kids are being a child. Okay, so I want to encourage all parents to check in on your kids' transportation, check in on how your kids doing. And I understand about a lot of single parents out here and working at only one income, but it don't take but 10 minutes to check in on your child to make sure everything is going great. And you know how I just heard of some stuff too as well, where people are talking to school bus because of students are throwing stuff out, and people carry guns and stuff like that. And like I said, some people don't care, children are children, and some people be triggered. And it's important for all parents who do have their kids ride public transportation school buses to be able to check in with the bus drivers, check in with the transportation department. Just ask them to collaborate with you guys. I'm pretty sure they will, but it's very important. It's very important. Like some parents, everybody love their child, and some parents would jump on the school bus to fight a kid for messing with their children. And sometimes people are, you can't put all of that on the bus driver. You cannot do that. Not you per se, but some folk would do that. They cannot carry that load. They cannot carry that load by themselves. This is gonna take a team effort. And the child or the children are the one who more responsible than anything when it on public transportation. And for some reason, they got to go to do anything they want to do. You can discipline, but if there's not being enforced, nothing get better. So I just really want to make this particular video. It could be any public school transportation. It's not a particular one. That all parents should check in, and let's eliminate these excuses. Make it not go to the school. Call up there. Call and check in on how they act on the bus, how they doing in the classroom, are they being respectful or being disrespectful. And then you got Zoom it, Zoom call, phone conference call. It's just no more excuses for this. And let me tell you one more thing that may not sound popular. There's a lot of parents that sit there, you lay up with your friend, your boyfriend or girlfriend, but you won't check in on your child. You see, and some kids know that everybody's situation is different. But we got to put our focus back on these children, because they, first of all, have responsibility too. The parents have responsibility to enforce what the rules and regulation is, and the teacher only so much can do. Everybody can only do so much when you have the kids or whatever, and then then the parents may not realize their children are acting like this, because some kids do that. act out when they're not around their parents. But this is one video I really, really hope it's heartfelt to tell all parents whose children ride public schools, transportation, to check in on your child, to make sure they're not putting themselves and other bus rider and the driver a life in danger by doing stuff like throwing stuff out the window, try to agitate people passing by, and even fighting on the bus. You know, everything is a joke until it get real. You see, that's why it's very important. And I have seen this hands-on a parent at the bus stop. We just got to get together as parents. But you know, my kids are grown now, so you know, with the exception of one, but and do's better, because I've seen it. And you guys, this is an urgent call for real, for real. We got to shake ourselves out of this coma. I don't care. And I understand, like I said, single parent, you doing everything, you get tired of doing everything because it's just you, whatever. But we got to get past that. And like I said, at least 15 minutes, maybe a week, a month, whatever, to check in on your child transportation behavior, because it is out the chain or off the chain. And you'd be surprised what children be doing. And some mothers and parents will be surprised how their children act when they're not around them. Oh God, I heard some stuff I have never said in my life. But I just want to encourage and pray for them, cover them, because we know they don't know exactly the road they're going down can lead to something else that they can't turn around from. And we don't want that to happen. We want to be able to give them a warning, to build them up, to make them think better. Because, like I said, some people don't care. Some people snap. And I just pray that it don't happen, because it has happened. We heard it over the country, you know, around the world, how kids snap and do crazy things. We want to be able to eliminate stuff like that. You know, but like I said, kids have responsibility too for their actions. And that's why I want to encourage parents to check in on your child doing on their transportation, see how they act. Sometimes sneak on the bus with permission of the school system, volunteer, and see how they act. Well, no, I better not do that, because like I said, some parents, somebody mess with their child, they probably try to get the other child. So, but just check in with them. Just check in with them. I don't know if they allow parents to volunteer still. So I used to volunteer when my kids were smaller. So just check in on your child, because this really is serious. And collaborate, find what we can do as a community to make it better for everybody. And, you know, communication, talking, even like I said, in person, Zoom, a telephone conference call. There's really no excuse no more. You see, have the weekend. You can't do it through the weekend or whatever. Things will work out or be scheduled around. If somebody trying to reach out and make things better, people gonna make time for that, you guys. Well, that's basically what I had wanted to say. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. I know some are gonna be disappointed because I got caught up in other things, and I still wish you love and the best. And you guys continue to pray, and pray for yourself, pray for your kids, and talk to them. Have just a regular conversation. And if you need help as a parent, seek the help you need. You know, don't be afraid to talk to somebody, a psychologist you need to. There's financial help, there's organization out there. You know, help try to alleviate the stress so you guys can move forward as a family and a community in a better directions, and eliminate all of this negative activity. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Divine Transformation.